Friedrich Nietzsche, 1844 to 1900 var NTYSK Philosoph och Kulturkritiker. Han ar kan för sitt utland, good ar dod. Och sitt begrepp, over manisken. Han kritiserat skarpt moralen, religionen och den vasterländska metafysiken. Ittav hans mest kända verk ar sa talade Zarathustra. Is it God's great mistake to create man, or is it man's great mistake to create God? Man is the cruelest animal. In tragedies, bullfights, and crucifixions, he felt the best he ever felt, and when he invented hell for himself, hold on tight, it was actually the best heaven. Whenever I talk to a religious person, I feel like washing my hands. Faith is not wanting to know the truth. I can't believe in a God who wants to be praised every minute. Your God is dead, and only the ignorant cry. And if you believe in hell, then see you there. Faith, no doubt, has not been able to move mountains so far. But it can put mountains where there are no mountains. God cannot exist, because if he did, I could not believe that he was not me. People who want to find peace in their souls and be happy must believe and have faith. But people in pursuit of truth have to renounce inner peace and devote their lives to this questioning. They have to be unafraid to face themselves and life. The guide must show the student all the trails, but not choose the path. The enemy of truth is taboos and beliefs. Think. To see the towers rising above the rooftops, you have to leave the city. Man is like a tree. The higher he wants to go up into the light, the more he takes root in the ground, down into the darkness, deep down into evil. Those who fall on a path once trodden are many. Those who reach the goal are few. An unexplained dark subject is considered more important than a clear subject. How to renew yourself without really becoming ashes. We feel so comfortable in the middle of nature because nature doesn't care about us. Beliefs, as enemies of truth, are more dangerous than lies. He who thinks too much is not fit to be a partisan. He leaks his thinking too quickly between parties. It is a very noble hypocrisy not to talk about yourself at all. We criticize a thinker more harshly when he puts forward an idea we don't like. However, it would be appropriate to criticize him more harshly when he flatters us. It is a privilege of greatness to gain great happiness with small donations. The companion of a victim suffers more than the victim. When one gets used to not asking for anything from other people, but always giving to them, one cannot help but act noble. It is not the sharing of sorrows, but the sharing of joys that creates friendship. One speaks of liking something, when in fact the truth is to like oneself through this thing. The least representative of truth is not when it is dangerous to speak it, but when it is annoying. In civilized world relations, everyone feels superior to others in at least one respect. General goodwill is based on this. Because everyone can help if the situation permits, everyone can accept help without shame. People who have a lot to do retain their beliefs and general ideas almost unchanged. Let man puff himself up with his knowledge. Let him appear as objective as he wishes, in vain. In the end, he will always end up with only his own life story. The insurmountable necessity that people have realized throughout history is that this necessity is neither insurmountable nor necessary. Today, no one is dying from deadly truths. There are so many antidotes. We are living in an age of civilization that is in danger of being destroyed by civilization. The desire to be loved is the greatest of conceits. It has always turned a game in its favor, drawing people to itself with violence. The very thoughtful and practical thinker easily forgets his own adventures, but he never forgets the thoughts evoked by his experiences. One clings to his own thought because he thinks he has arrived at it on his own. The other is attached to it because he has learned it laboriously and prides himself on having understood it. As a result, both are vain. The day has hundreds of pockets when there is so much to fill them with. One who lives fighting an enemy has the benefit of leaving his enemy alive. Once in a while, we stick to a cause, if only because its opponents continue to be annoying. When a person is always devoted to great things, it is not often seen that he has no other talents. The person who openly conceives great goals and then secretly realizes that he is quite inadequate for them is often not strong enough to give them up. Hypocrisy is then inevitable.